All right. So we are live on YouTube now as well. Next, we'll be adding vertical output. I thought I already did one, but I didn't do it right. So now I've got to adjust. What do I need? Got to be able to see all my chats. Now I'm going to make one more change to OBS. I need a get off display capture. We're going to do a window capture. That is good. Nope, wrong one. Let's change that. Good. Horrible for vertical. Doing Excel. But that's all right. Things are coming together. Let me put OBS down so I can. I really got to have a third monitor. I really do. All right, so now I can shrink this a little bit. Still got to be usable. I got that one done. Taking a little more finagling than I'm used to. That one we're gonna do that. Hello, my puppy. My dog thinks it's time to lick the bowl and I'm not even done eating yet. Do that. Gotta get my music going. Start from the top. So I think I got that set. Got that. All right, got my 3 windows up. Looks like I gotta do some more settings for YouTube. And first break already coming up. What? Say it ain't so. It is so. All right, I've got a quick pull up YouTube to see if it's actually so I might have missed a setting. Audio check. Yeah, I can hear it. Yeah, it's fine. All right, so we are triple streaming. We'll get Discord up. Everything else can stay the same. All right. Terrible Novelist, hello, sir. I appreciate it, man. Got YouTube streaming day 1. So now I got 3 streams going. I got to pay attention to 3 different chat boxes. We are getting into it. Where's my YouTube number? Oh, there's the settings. That's a hard one to use with a small window. Stream health, analytics. Okay, there we go. That's all I want to see. Get rid of that box in there. I need to pull up OBS real quick. See if it pops up. Didn't see it. Oh, that background sucks. Can I go dark mode? need to see how to go dark mode on Excel because the white background is blocking the. Okay, file account office theme. Let's try that. Nope. Still didn't change the page. So instead, should I shrink that window? I want to get my where are the captions? I'm going to delete a couple of these again. That. Music. We put that in if something messes up. Where's the captions? Out of source. Accelerator delay display capture. Yeah. I'm gonna see it. Oh, there's those captions too. Good morning, Growler Mike. All right, that works a little better. Testing 1, 2, 3 on the closed captions. That didn't work. Check, check. Where are my captions? Check, check, check. I went one too far. There we go. Morning, nerd. Trying to fix my screen because the captions working on Excel don't get seen. Let's change the fucking color. And then I will bring them back up. Put that down. Lock that. Nice. That sounds like a lot of fun. All right, we're okay now. But I'm going to turn off my Adrian Von Ziegler promo. I'm on YouTube today now. Got that on. Next up, we'll be adding vertical canvas. But one step at a time. And not a co-stream, just on YouTube for the first time. And hey, I've had one view so far. I've only got a few subscribers. I really haven't done it on YouTube, but it's all about the long-term process of getting the business side of things up and running. I've only eaten half my oatmeal, now it's cold. Ugh. But I need to settle the tummy. Yeah, I know. I've got like 9,000 on yours. Might be a day for cough syrup. Got a bit of a tickle. There's a lot behind the scenes I got to work on. Slowly but surely. For 1,000 points, I will trigger a massive coughing fit. You can watch me suffer. I bet you people would do that. Cuddy would. All right, let's clean the glasses. I need to clean my lens cleaner little thing. But we are established on 3 streams. So we are working on plotting a story for a paid gig. Bring up my notes from her. I definitely need a 3rd monitor. Absolutely. What am I doing? I can get my laptop. I'm a dumbass. I don't have a 3rd monitor, but I can at least set it up. Had a nice chilly night. Left my window open in mid-50s, so my room is nice and brisk. I'm going to need to plug my laptop in, most likely. I don't know, the battery will last 3 hours with active use. So what should I put on that? Let me I'll put Jackie's notes. I believe it's in my OneDrive. Your battery's running low. Oops, give me a charger.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then someone in the elevator says, Happy Friday! And you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
Black Friday doorbusters are here at Lowe's. For a limited time, get 2 select 1-quart poinsettias for just $3. And get 25% off all fresh-cut Christmas trees. These deals are in stores only, so don't wait to start saving before they're gone. Lowe's knows deals. In store only. Poinsettia offer limited to 16%.
Oh, good. I got one more plug available under the desk.
Selection and availability varies by location.
Too, if I unplug my clock, it's got a big ass, ginormous plug on it. Oh, that little bit of effort. All right, so where do I have your notes? Yeah, I got hold. Why isn't it coming up? Maybe it's because that's not recent. Autosave wasn't on. All right, now it's saving to OneDrive. Let it finish saving. Close that. There we go. That works. So now I have this nice curved, extra wide screens, a 27-incher, and then I don't know, a 19-inch laptop. Attention sufficiently divided. Need to send Cuddy a message. Thank you. All right. Oh. It's hot again. Oh, it's hot again. All right, time to work. Without choking on the oatmeal. So Halloween, horror comedy. What's up, dude? And my niece is here. You're not supposed to be that active yet, right? Right? You were funny. Now I'm streaming right now. Nerd, you got yours on? You meet my niece. Got right in my glass. Smudged it. You little smudger.
Totally, like when I was like,
She give you a kiss?
no, she like pushed my nose down with her paw. Literally, I'm not even buzzing.
No, well, you want enough sandwich? I'll give you one. So careful. Love you too, babe. Oh, so let me know. I'm gonna send you a message. Oh, I'll put it in the chat also. Oh, I can't use that key thing. That's all right. Oh. All right. There's a lot going on right now. I'm going to read through her notes again. I need to write her send her another message. Maybe it's just some of her notes are out of order. Maybe I'm misreading them. But I just think it's better without really dealing with the parents at all.
You excited for the slumber party?
I am. So does that mean I get 2 naps today? You sleep at a slumber.
You can play too.
Yeah, and then you sleep. Okay, well, I'll get some work done, and then last bit we'll play, okay? And then we sleep. She just said no. I've got to shovel this stuff down before it gets cold again. Actually, I'm going to bring up, when I open it on both computers at once. Yes, I can. So we're going to bring this over. You're not seeing it, but at least now I don't have to turn my head, so my neck is really stiff. If I don't use the pop-up windows,
Yes.
are there, I need to do a quick little research. remember if she had a desired rating on this. Kind of learning about our target audience.
Don't know where my snake is.
Nice. You're doing great. I'm gonna send her a message real quick. All right, I got a prescription ready for pickup. All right, where are you at, Miss Jackie? There you are. Young enough to be mischievous and stupid, comma, old enough to be capable, period. Didn't work. Young enough to be mischievous, but old enough to be capable of fighting back, period. All right, we'll see what she says on that. Need to send Tyler a couple messages. Get on my stream today. If you're not job hunting. Now I'm gonna. So I sent that to him on Facebook, but he doesn't always see the Facebook, so now I'm going to go to text. That way, double duty, whatever he sees first. Because he can help me with this story. Because I really think we got to downplay the, I'm going to do a voice recording for Jackie. I do need to pause my music. Or should I write notes first? I'm gonna wait on the sound message. It's different in books. I'm getting a lot of different. Still working on it.
It's cold.
Yeah,
A couple eggs.
I'll get something later.
Huh?
I'm trying to work. It's hard to stream and work and eat. And then we get half of the oatmeal done. Where's that link I saw? Yeah, I deleted her original email. It's probably still in there because I deleted a lot of information that was in here that I didn't need for. I think I've covered the important things. All right. All right, putting the notes away. Still got them on my other computer, and I'm stuck on a cord. There we go. For the first time, I did cable management yesterday. My toes kept getting cords stuck in them. And I need another cup of coffee. We haven't even started yet. That's okay. Ad break's coming up. And then we are going to showing up. Oh, I can do that over here. Nope, I forgot my login already. Oh, I pulled the wrong thing down. Oh, you're here. Okay, Aaliyah. I want you to introduce you to my niece. But I also need a cup of coffee. Do you got a couple minutes? I got to go find her. I want some more coffee too. All right, cool. Be right back. Ugh.
Hello, I'm waiting for my uncle. The instant me and whoever you wants me to at the door. Told me to wait in his chair.
Talk to him?
No.
I told you to say hi. He's watching. All right, move it.
No.
Your breakfast is ready.
No.
So, nerd, this is my awesome, awesome niece.
No.
She likes cheering against me in video games. She loves it when I die.
Yay, Todd dies.
All right, go eat your breakfast. You can come back in afterwards. Oh, now you're there. Did you see her at least? She's talked to the bear a couple times. I haven't been on him in a while. I need to really, once I've signed off. Of course, you know that the last couple 3 weeks I've been miserable, and I've not stayed to watch anybody except for you after I get off. But she's awesome. If her breakfast wasn't ready, she'd still be in here. I probably won't get much done today. Hopefully, Terrible Novelist will come back over. When he's done. I told him about this, and he was like, "What the heck?" It's a wacky one. And I went over her notes again, and I do think we're on the right track. For moving away from some of her thoughts and Mama, that's hot. Oh, glad I didn't let out an F-bomb with her here. Whew. I forgot to test it. Oh. All right. So I want to fill out make sure all the boxes are filled today. I messaged her about target market. She looked more of a young adult. Because you can't make a movie for everyone. I mean, you can. But if you say your target audience is everyone, you don't really understand it. But I see this as a young adult, even really a teenage focus. And if we can do the horror with such comedy and not grossness, keep it PG-13, it could even be a family-friendly comedy horror. So no F-bombs. Or you get one, right? PG-13, you get one. I think that's the case. Yeah, you get one F-bomb in a non-sexual context. So I'm thinking like a priest or one of the Jehovah's Witnesses has to be the one to do it. And if you get, well, you're doing the dryer thing. So are you going to stream later or are you not going to be on today? If you're even still there, because I know you got work to do. Smaller sips with air. It's not as bad. Need to get Poyo in here. Because the characters are going to be his age. One of the characters will be his age. Dominant values. I'm right, you're wrong with regards to religion. The opposite of that will be just simply respecting now to admit there may be another truth. Because even though I'm a believer myself, if any religion, well, I'm right, you're wrong, even if it's something who believes identical to me with regards to our creator, I would take exception with that. Even though I myself have had 2 physical encounters, I cannot prove it. So let's get in with personalities for Ben and Alex. I'm going to come down and waste some space down here. Ben, Alex. Let's make Alex 17. Ben 14. I want a good pairing. Should we make them a single mother? Alex has to be a bit more than just big brother. He's had to grow up and mature a little bit. That'll put him a little more stuck in the mud, trying hard, and to be the mischievous one who's lacked parental guidance. Should I make him 13? Give a little more age difference. Oh, my speaker just turned off because I had to pause the music. I get that back on. Cannot survive without the tunes. Too quiet. Quiet day thus far. My one YouTube view is 16 seconds. That's gotta start small and grow. Gotta grow, grow, grow. But I definitely need a third monitor. I need a bigger room, a bigger desk. We're going to start making content this week, too. Yes, you do, sir. It would be... I'd like to get another one of these curve monitors I got. Then I could probably put them on the wings, wall mounted, rotate them out, put the older monitor right in the middle. I don't see much difference on the graphical quality, even though this one's got much higher specs. Nah, I'd still want a game on this one, though. I need 3 of these monitors, that's all. Or don't you get one of those ginormous ones? Get better glasses so I can see. You know, since I'm mostly thinking right now, I'm going to put on, I don't know if I told you about these babies. I told somebody about them. It's just black plastic with holes in it. And supposedly 20 minutes a day, within a month, you can go from blurry vision back to good vision, strengthen your eyes. It only takes a couple minutes, and everything will be in focus despite not having a lens. I said, since we're mostly thinking right now, and I'm going to zoom in, because we're focused on Ben and Alex. So if we go Ben, it's 13. I don't know if you heard me, but I was saying, yeah, wish you weren't so busy, man, because I really like to talk to you. What time are you streaming? In case you're not hearing everything. So I'd like to get in Discord with you. Oh, I was looking down. Let's see you were there. I would like to get into Discord. So we can chat about this. Cool, cool.
It's like going to
Let me know when you're on.
Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day.
I'll get in right now and be ready.
Someone in the elevator says, "Happy Friday," and you check your phone quickly and discover today it's actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep. Switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
One time,
Black Friday doorbusters are here at Lowe's.
put these
For a limited time,
headset on
get 2
backwards
select
when I was playing
1.1
PUBG.
settings for just
Not hearing
$3.
cars looking around.
And
There's
get
nothing there.
25%
Just on the other
off
side of
all
me.
fresh cut Christmas trees. These deals are in stores only, so don't wait to start saving before they're gone. Because Lowe's knows deals. In store only. When set
And the
off,
box.
limited to 16 per customer. About 11/29 through 12/2. While supplies last. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii. Selection and availability varies by location.
Okay, I am in the stream room. On push to talk. So I'm in there and waiting for you. Do you want to put a note in here? Why are you underlined? So Ben's flaw will be, I mean, he's young. Do you really have time to get a flaw by the age of 13? Alex's could be that he's too stern because he's trying to make up for a single mother. I want to message Poyo real quick too. All right, so I got to wear these things for 20 minutes. 11 o'clock. Shrink this down to fit the box. I'm going to send this to her. Gonna... I think instead of that's too much. What's the opposite of mischievous? Let's go responsible, too stern, so more easygoing. So we're not going to go heavy character flaws to strengths. Yeah, this is comedy horror for teens. But it does give us something to work with. Narrative structure. It'll be a dual pro tag. The exception of the theme. Since I got the headset on, I'm going to turn the speakers off. I'll go over here. Turn that down a little bit. I really should do these like outside, take my dog to the park after I stream, get some sunlight. Because it does slow me down. I'm going to do that. I should do it when I'm watching a movie, when it really doesn't matter. Hey, everything, even this at 5-10 minutes, everything is a lot clearer than it was. Hey, no nerdarine yet. He must have gone to Queen Space Cake's poppy stand. I'll ask him about that when he gets on. that I didn't even notice, but it should be fine. My microphone's actually a lot farther away than usual. And does it pick up? Yeah, it still picks up when I have head turned a bit. Oh, so you heard me say that. Oh yeah, I summoned something last night I'll tell you about. That was fun. Found a pentagram in the basement. Lit the candles. Died. Was great. All right, I get too many messages going. What the heck? There you go. All right, minimize. Put away the distraction. How do I stream? Oh, stream all vertical outputs. So I need to make vertical outputs for each one. But later. Put that away, we gotta work. Streaming now, all right. Well, I am in the Discord channel waiting for you. Sounds good. Get you up. Oh, I did not want to do that. There. I don't know why it keeps putting chat away. Ace is already harassing you. That's a little better. Better, you better, you better. I think I've got enough up top. I'm going to change this to premise. What is it? How would you define premise and concept? Okay, concept is general idea. Premise gets a little more specific. We already have concepts. So I'm gonna, but this is not a log line yet. And of course it did. All right, so let's start flushing out. Way too much. Way too much. All right.
Hi, buddy. How are you doing?
Doing Wunderbar. Hey, Aaliyah.
Fantastic. How are you doing? So I already asked you that. What is up, Cypher? What's going on?
Just working on that crazy Jehovah's Witness Halloween comedy horror.
Yeah.
That's nerd. Dude.
You said you had a question for me?
Yeah, what do you think? I'm thinking the brothers 13 and 17. Then they're old enough to be mischievous and stupid, but young enough to be capable. And maybe even living in a single mother. That way the 17-year-old has had to assume fatherly role, making him kind of a stick in the mud trying to grow up too fast.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see that working. I can see that working.
I sent Pollo a message.
So these are trick-or-treaters, right? These are trick-or-treaters?
Yeah, they're going to, we're going to open up with, they're just going to be on the receiving end of a Jehovah's Witness knock on the door, and they're going to be rude, slam the door in their face. So the first 10 minutes will be leading up to Halloween. And then they knock on the Jehovah's Witnesses door on Halloween. And then the things go bad, but they meet a couple girls. I'm still not sure about that part. But I think they decide to prank the Jehovah's Witnesses by doing a pentagram on their lawn. And that's what's going to cause the chaos.
I mean, yeah, I can see the thing working with the pentagram. I don't know about the girls though. I think that's a little much for a 13, 17-year-old, you know?
Or maybe just a 17-year-old then.
Maybe.
I know a comedy horror does not need a B story. I'm just thinking, okay, we're going to go through this crazy adventure, and something is going to have to trigger them to become Jehovah's Witnesses themselves.
It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then
Is that the ending you have to get to? Like that's where you have to go?
That's what she wants. I've already changed a bunch of it, so I don't want to deviate too far. But at the very least, I think maybe they should go to church with them, or maybe just the last fight, they're trapped in the Jehovah's Witnesses church, and we could allude to them possibly considering an alternative truth kind of a thing. I don't know. It's going to be up to her. It's her decision in the end.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, if that's what you want, then yeah, I think that works. There doesn't necessarily need to be like a romance, especially if the religious allegory is what's center stage. But yeah, no, I like it. I like what you got.
I would just think it would add to the comedic value if the girls or girl ended up being the hero that saved their lives to allow the read to come to its conclusion.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. I like that.
Just imagine Jehovah's Witness girls putting on a headband and face paint like Rambo.
Absolutely. Love that. Yeah, yeah, go for it. I think that works.
Message Poyo to talk to him about it. Because I figure if I'm going to have a kid around his age who's mischievous, he'd be a good person to say, what would you do?
Yeah, that's fair.
Oh, and before you get too busy, me and Panda jumped back onto Phasmo late last night and got to light the candles around a pentagram we found in the basement. That was fun.
Ooh, very cool. Hell yeah, that's awesome.
He also taught me about the artifacts. I looked in the mirror and then the thing just charged me and killed me.
Yeah, I know a little bit about the artifacts. I know about the deck of cards. I know about the mirror. I know about the Ouija board. Yeah, you gotta be careful with those. Yeah. I'll probably hop off just so I can get some writing done. But if you're still streaming in a while, I'd love to hop back on and chat.
Absolutely. Get busy, brother. We'll talk to you then.
All right, talk to you then, buddy. Take care.
All right. So I should probably get out of Discord myself. Yeah. Same, brother, same. Well, without that, I'm going to go back to... Maybe I'll leave the headset on. Just for the simple fact that it isolates me from other noise. If I don't need that, I should put my other headset on. I think I'm going to do that. Because I really don't need these unless I'm on the mic, which I'm not while I'm streaming. It's really for video games. The other headset is noise canceling. So that will further isolate ambient noise. Well, tell me, I got these ones hooked up to this computer, don't I? I'm gonna have to go to my settings. Bluetooth. More devices. I don't. Yeah, I don't. So let's remember power, volume, that's noise canceling. Are these sound cores? Yes. Okay. Popped right up. Kosher. All right. This really is the way I should do it. It is nice having a... I just want to make sure noise canceling was on. Make sure my speaker's off. Yeah. Now, chaos doesn't begin yet. Still got to figure out how we're going to I'm going to make things worse. I'm going to ask Ace a question. I don't think Ace is there anymore. I'm going to turn.
Grounds. I don't think he's here. I think he had to go back to work. I think he was just popping in to say hello. Chuckles and then groans in agony. Begins to grab bandages. Cloth.
Alright, got to mute him again. We can meet. Thinking too far ahead. I think the story works better. Or do we make it a brother-sister? Nah, I'm gonna stick with brothers. I like the idea of Jehovah's Witness sisters going Rambo. That might work better just focusing on Ben. Single pro tag. Nah, we'll stick with the duel. I'll need to read up on it a little bit. Now, we don't need to be thinking about the details right now. As far as what kinds of deaths. Right. Oops.
Coming to Hulu.
Brilliant sabotage of the holiday classic.
Nutcrackers is a welcomed return for Ben Stiller.
How can I help?
Just look after them.
Texas is so small.
Find them a foster home.
It's a holiday movie that will make you laugh. A cute fish out of water comedy.
You want chicken? Fresh chicken.
That's too much.
You said her name was Elizabeth?
Delicious.
It's filled with genuine emotion.
Is there a way to side scroll without having to use this? I do not know.
November 29th on Hulu.
This holiday season, make more memories with sweet and swirly Pillsbury Grand
Cinnamon rolls? I love cinnamon rolls.
Yeah, Doughboy.
Tell them about the crescent rolls.
Light and flaky Pillsbury
Oh,
crescent
and the cookie dough. You gotta tell them about the cookie dough.
cookie dough.
And pie. Don't forget about the pie.
Make holiday memories with all the Pillsbury products because the best memories are made at home.
All right, let's go back up here for just a second. I don't know why I punctuate sometimes and sometimes I don't. Why are you up there? There we go. Yeah, I would like to see a. Oh, you know what I did? I'll pull that up over on the other laptop. Wake back up! Ah, I went to sleep. Oh, so we need the second ritual later. Yeah, bring that back down where I can see everything. I don't like doing that. Can I not type? babe.
Just play one of my games when you're done with me.
You what?
Play one of my
I make that just for you. It's comfy, isn't it? Cause you got the little pillow for like the leg rest. Actually, you know what, babe? I have an idea. Let me try something. All I have to do let me see if I can help you play quicker where I don't have to stop working. Don't know if I have the memory for it. So you want Pal World? We are momentarily discombobulated. I'm talking to the street. Find a cord. Oops, behind me. One sec. Oh, man. No bueno. I gotta go refresh my beverage. I do think I'm going to be able to write up a synopsis in prose for her today. Oh, I don't even know if he's got...
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to set a power roll on this.
Okay, but how will I play it with the controller?
Same way you did before.
The controller?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, do you have anything to
don't.
Are you sure not like what game we're playing?
Why isn't it working? I was trying to do a cloud play. I might have to wait for it to install. Oh, here we go. Here we go. It's not accepting my commands. Hey, move it. There we go. Yep, we're working. You want us to play down there? Get you.
Play them.
Let's see.
Okay.
Be careful of cables, because this is the power. Okay. And here's your controller. Place it. Let you just do it. I knew you were going to do that. Just play with the buttons, see what happens. I don't have time to figure it all out again, okay? These headsets make it real hard to hear you. So if you need something, say loud, talk loud, okay?
This?
Yeah. Otherwise, I might not hear you. But only if you need something. You're a gamer girl now. You got to figure it out for yourself. Ain't that?
Here. There is no water in where it is.
Well, go find some. Or one of the buttons, small buttons, might bring up the map. Look at your map and see where to go. All right, hello there, Region Bug Donder. Is that right? Region Bug Donder? What does that even mean? Do I call you Reg for short? Best verse so far, awesome. Rainbow Thunder in Dutch. Gotcha. All right. Rainbow Thunder. That's pretty cool. I like that. So welcome to the stream. I am plotting an insane story right now. Are you a writer by chance or just a reader? I always like to know if you're creative or if you're just browsing, looking for anything random you've never tried before. It's usually writers that we pop in on each other's. But I'll tell you about this crazy adventure I'm working on here.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico?
Okay, so you're a brand new writer.
It's like going to work on one Thursday.
Do get that a lot.
thinking to yourself, just one more day until
I've been a screenwriter since 2018, so 6 years as a screenwriter.
check your phone quickly and discover today
You could
is actually Friday. So yes,
you can look at my
happy
stuff.
Friday, random stranger in the elevator. Happy Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just
That's
like
my writer's website. Page 200. Nice. Awesome, man. That's a pretty depending on what your software is, it could be a pretty big book.
I just got a Power World band.
I got my 7-year-old niece in the room playing Power World right now.
I just doing this.
Nice. Good job.
It was like one of the.
But I've written 2 novels. They're both in the beta reader phase. One is a sci-fi. One is a kind of underground action spy story. Nothing like your Mission Impossible, James Bond's. It's a guy that's presumed dead working off book. Do you know what your word count is? That's really more important as far as knowing your length, because 300 pages on a hardback versus paperback versus ebook, all different things. And, yeah, tell me about it if you don't mind. Look, it's hardcover. That's still a good sized book. I have see, my sci-fi comes in at a little over 70,000 words right now, which is, I imagine, a lot less than yours. Are you single space or double space? Because that's also going to be a.
I just wanted elephant now.
Because when I work on my drafts, I do double space because it leaves room for. It's easier to read, leaves room for editing. I use a PDF editor, and I'll go through, make annotations with a pen, with a touchscreen and a pen. So it's always better to work your drafts in double space, in my opinion. It gives you options, easier to find things. Finished product, of course, will not be double spaced. Oop. Gotta watch the chords.
I'll be in the
All right. And what's your story about, if you don't mind? Close the single? Okay. Yeah, there's nothing wrong with it. That's just some general advice. If you ever submit to an editor, they're going to require it double spaced. That's part of why I just go ahead and double space anyway. But I've seen a lot of writers that don't. There's nothing wrong with it. Polio! What's up, brother? This story here, Viking fiction, very nice, dude. I'll tell you about my Viking. It's not really a Viking story, but it does include some Vikings here in a minute. But Polio, this project that's on screen is a Halloween horror comedy, and one of the brothers is your age. So I want you. Tell me, Polio, if you don't mind, are you religious of any denomination, any way, shape, or form?
Yeah.
Because this story is about a pair of brothers who are pagans. I think I'm going to make them Wiccans because they do use symbols in their rituals, and I want something visual. Okay. Okay, region's not really. Okay. Well, it's not a problem. It's just curiosity. Because basically what we're going to have here is pagans getting ready for Halloween. And then on Halloween, they knock on the door of Jehovah's Witnesses, who forgot to turn their porch light off. Excuse me. So the question for you, Polio, was what kind of hijinks would you do if they made you mad on Halloween? Because what I'm going to work on is they burn a pentagram into the people's grass. But then at midnight, Halloween decorations come to life, and it's going to be just comedy, horror, chaos. As you know, jack-o'-lanterns bite people. Inflatable decorations go on the warpath. But you as a kid, what kind of mischievous hijinks could you get into on a Halloween night? You're going to have to wait a minute. You have to go to your inventory. Yeah. Highlight on the food and eat it. And then don't forget to give it to your animals too. My 7-year-old niece is playing Pal World. You get it? Just read the screen. I'll help you in a second, babe. I'm talking to a couple people right now, okay?
Oh, I found out how to do it.
You got it? All right, awesome, babe. A 7-year-old niece, becoming a little gamer girl. And if you don't mind me asking, how old are you there, Mr. Rainbow Thunder? Because we want this. We don't want the religion side of this. 17? All right, cool. Dude, that's perfect. I got the older brother at 17, the younger brother at 13. Polio was 14. But it's just going to be, have you seen Final Destination? All right, it's going to be wacky deaths. We're probably going to keep it PG-13 with a target audience of young adults. We each want it to be ridiculous. But they're going to meet a couple Jehovah's Witness sisters, at least one, if not two. And then once you get to the second half, they're going to team up to fight against everything that's going crazy. So the religious side's going to be downplayed. I want to interject some humor. Now, this is going to be a screenplay. This is I was hired to take a lady's notes, and I'm turning it into a cohesive story format. If she approves it, she'll either hire me or someone else to actually write the screenplay. So I'm just working on this for a couple days before I get back to my novels. But I love collaboration. I love people throwing out ideas. And I want my streams to be, collaborative. Whether it's you're helping me on mine, give some ideas, or if you want to share any of your work or ask me questions, tell me about your concept. Yeah, we can spend time talking about your works. But so far, all my beta readers are loving my sci-fi story. I've only had 3 people read the spy novel, and they're all... One said, I normally don't read stuff like this, but I really enjoyed it. It's only a novella. It's a one-day read, if you're a good reader. And a old woman who was a mentor of mine back in my teenage years, she's up in her 80s. She read it in one sitting. And she will not let me give her a copy when it's ready. She wants a hardback and she wants to pay for it. So she's awesome. Probably be self-publishing. Unless I somehow make a contact to get me into a publisher. Or look up, see if any are accepting queries. But hopefully within the next couple weeks, I'll have the first chapter of each book on my website. And I'm going to start doing some TikToks, Instagrams, building the brand, newsletters, do all the business stuff, hopefully for a spring release. You've mailed a couple animation studios, Jellyfish Pictures. Yeah. And I hope you get lucky, man, and nail that, find that one contact. All they can do is say no. But they can't say no if you don't ask. I have not asked anybody yet. I've got a stable of screenplays, but I want to give everything a polish before I seek representation on that. I've got a couple produced shorts, a pilot in development, and a long overdue director with one of my screenplays, a feature-length screenplay, in his hands. He's had it since like March, but he's ignored me, which is normal in this business. They get busy. You hit them up every couple months, and if they don't message you back, consider it a denial. And what sucked is I pitched this to him. He loved it. We had an actor and an actress. They all loved the idea. Timing fell apart, and I haven't been able to reconnect with them since. But all of them loved the story. But anyway, my Semi-Viking one, if you go to my website and look at the screenplay for I Am Wolf, you could read the first page. It's only a 5-page short right now. I don't know why I held up 2 hands. 5-page short. But I took a real people, real war, real situation from 11th century Ireland. Vikings did participate in a war, kind of like hired mercenaries. But then I added werewolves. And it got such a good response, I have to turn it into a full story now. But I got to get my sci-fi off the floor first. And then the spy novella series, because they're short, once I really get in a rhythm, I could write one of those in a week, maybe 2. So I kind of want to do a sci-fi and novella. Sci-fi novella, maybe then go do my fantasy, come back. babe. Just sleep. Go back to your base and sleep at night. And you never need a torch. Yeah, Poyo. It's a real Irish history as far as people, location. King Baru in what year? The 11th century? I think it was 11th century. King Baru, Battle of Clontarf. I'll give you a link. You can look up the real stats. So I took this year, this situation. Norway, just films, answer back with a no because they have ongoing projects, can't take anymore. What was it? That's awesome, dude. That is fantastic. Might have to get some cough syrup. Got a tickle in the chest today. My I Am Wolf story. A couple people said they could see that being a great animated film. But I'm taking all of my. It will be a book first. It's only a 5-page short screenplay right now.
I got donuts. I got donuts.
My niece keeps interrupting me to tell me how world progress. But if you would like, if you want to email me at cypersbridge@gmail.com and request a read, I will send you that 5-page short. So it could take you 6-7 minutes to read it, 10 tops. It'll just give you an idea of the story. Because 3 people referred to my language as poetic, as you can see in there. I practiced 3 different brand new techniques for me as a writer. They all went over great. And one guy said, man, I could see this being just an incredible teaser trailer for a full film. And then one guy I shared it with said, and he should not have done this, that he shared it with somebody at Paramount. Was it Paramount? Paramount or Lionsgate. And that person, he didn't reveal the name, but that person said, this looks cool. I would love to see what he can do with the whole story. That was 3 years ago because I've got other things to work on. But once I get my second sci-fi out, I will probably go work on it then. Or again, just work on it a little bit between my other projects. But it's definitely has the bones. Even if I write it first as a short story, that's one thing I thought about. Just write all my features, condense them down into short stories, and then publish them because I can do that quicker. Because they're having short stories being sold for quite a bit of money by the movie industry. They'll see it and then they'll hire someone else to write it. And I've got too many stories and not enough time to get any one. And if any one gets traction, I'll focus on that. Like if my sci-fi picks up and starts making sales and gets interest, I'll focus on that series and put the spy novel on the back burner. Yes, I have 7 pilots and features. My sci-fi, I have origin stories planned for a few of the characters. I have a whole list of other ideas in my notebook. So I would, if I write into short stories, like say potentially I could sell them to others, or even as treatments, someone else can buy the rights and then they could go write them. So I would be happy with that on some of the ideas. But the sci-fi, the spy, I Am Wolf, those ones are definitely staying in-house. A lot of other ideas I'd easily sell off. Everything is focused on the world that they live in because it's fictional. It's like they live in a whole another world. Oh, I totally get that, man. I'm trying to make the majority of my stories in one universe so I can have character crossovers. Now, the Iron Wolf will be independent because werewolves is not part of a standard universe. But my sci-fi story has literally in the first book has 20 characters you need to follow, and not a single of my 8 or 9 beta readers so far had any trouble following them, just because of how I spaced them out, introduced them, how I give each of them just enough attention despite having one central character. Like Avatar, Another World. Nice. I have one fantasy story that will, well, even though Iron Wolf's going to be fantasy because of werewolves, but I have another one that'll be, if you're familiar with the science fiction story Stargate. It'll basically be a fantasy version of Stargate. My story is called Reaver's Gate. Rieyr apostrophe S. Yeah. Yeah, me and a buddy of mine, we have a fantasy story that we'll probably never get to. But we both like the premise. He's bogged down with real life and what little he can write. We have 2 co-written projects, one that has traction, that's the pilot that's in development. Sci-fi fantasy is my favorite, but the spy story just kind of developed because I was put in contact with the director, and he wanted something for a Korean man and an Indian woman. And that was going to be a hard script to find, so I pitched my idea. He agreed, I wrote the treatment, he agreed, I wrote the script, now he's ignoring me. So it's like, I said a bad word. My niece is here. I think she missed it. Sorry, babe. You want to slap my hand? Punish me? Alright, you want to do it on the camera so everyone sees? I was bad. I said a bad word. Go ahead. Yeah. Thanks, babe. I feel corrected. Thank you. Now, one of the cool things about my sci-fi, there will be a little bit of a fantasy crossover. Yes, babe. Hold that for me. I gotta just fix something for her. I need the mouse pad. There you go. First, boards. There you go. Sad things, your country, there are not much writers who also stream. Hey, your English skills are great, man. I would not have known you were not a native English speaker. But I know what you mean. I got a couple occasional visitors from Finland. Another good streamer. Yeah. Look up this guy here. Actually, let me Alright, click on that guy. He's on right now also. He's been doing this a lot longer than me. But the 2 Finnish guys, or one of them, frequents his streams. Emperor of Finland. He's cool, but he's a cool guy. But me and him are kind of writer buddies. He lives up in Canada, in Ontario. So he's a cool guy. But he's usually with me before he starts to stream, and then when I'm done, I go pop on his. Because our times overlap too much.
Up the date.
So shoot him a follow. And shoot me a follow too, please. I'm enjoying talking with you. Unless you already have, I didn't look. You're to countries like Finland, Sweden, Norway. Alright, you did follow already. Yeah, I don't get any alerts. I gotta set up the I have to go look at my activity feed, which I didn't have that screen up. So I do appreciate that, my friend. Because me and Nerd both we both interact with each other. We want to see other people's works. He reads other people's work. I'm willing to do the same. He's working on a massive fantasy novel. He's still in the outline phase, but his outline is very thorough. It's almost worthy of a draft because he has some dialogue and some very detailed execution. I think I've got this up to the point where I can write this in prose, a synopsis for the lady that hired me, and I can get this out to her. So I might just shift over to do something else while you're here. Okay. So how many languages do you speak by chance? English, Dutch, Little Norse. I can't remember what language I used, but I have a one of my characters in my sci-fi is his name is Valgard. Oh, what's his last name? What's your last name, Valgard? I think Scorison. I have his last name in the novel, but I don't have it in my notes. He is a throwback type of a guy, descendant of Vikings, but I give him the physical characteristics of one. And when he goes to war, even though they're going to space, it's a sci-fi, he brings a big battle axe with it inscribed on it, Kala Flay. Kala meaning to cry out loudly, and then flay like you flay the skin. So it's one, I don't know if it's a Norse word, I can't remember. And then one English word. I think it's a great name, Kala Flay. That'd be a great name for a character as well. Not so good that you can understand or talk it. Okay. Probably like me in Spanish. I was this close to being fluent in Spanish years ago. But when you don't use it for 30 years, I can remember some basic words, vocabulary, hear it a little bit, but not enough really to converse. All right, so we're done with this for now until I get the report to her. So let me bring up a different screen. What do I want to do? I can show you a little bit of my sci-fi. Or you know what? Since you're here, let's start. Let's see what happens. Let's just free write and brainstorm on my I Am Wolf story. New project. All right, getting my screen up. Now I'll resize this for you. I got to fix a couple things. Still want to speak Norse or Danish even. I've not tried to learn any new language in years. So I'm going to expand this. And I will take out the increase the opacity. That works. Now we just got to delete all this crap and let's see how this looks. Oop, I do got to go change a setting real quick. I use Courier New just because I'm used to it. Screenplays are written in that. And I read that it's a good option to cover novels and ebooks. Yeah, that's a lot of words on a page. For kind of screenplays, industry standard is a 12-point font. I can't remember on novels. I use 12-point and double spaced. What was I doing? Oh yeah, project settings. I got to get my all right, use current. All right, that should do it. So everyone will come up right. Yeah, it's yes. For you working on it, it's whatever's comfortable for you. But I tell you, bigger font and double spacing, you're going to be able to find your mistakes a lot easier. Oop, yep. Oh, it's already done? All right, nice. On my end, it looks like they're still running. So that is strange. You're getting them at a different time. Weird, but okay. I need to get a drink real quick. I was going to do that while the ads are running, but it's already done on your end. Just give me a minute. I'll be right back.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car
All right.
insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday.
Yeah, you really got to
And the elevator says, Happy
look
Friday.
at your word count
You check your phone quickly and discover today
and decide if you're going to write one massive epic
Happy Friday.
fantasy or if you want to break it down to a series.
Friday indeed. Yep,
I would advise, and this is simple advice, not a guru, but unless you're an established name, putting out a huge book is a big risk. That is a massive reader commitment. But you have decently sized novels, it's a lot easier to get them in. And then they'll stay for the whole series.
Shop before these savings are gone because
It's
Lowe's knows deals. Valid 11/28 only on Lowe's.com. Member only doorbusters and midnight Eastern. Loyalty program subject to terms and conditions. See Lowe's.com/terms for details. Subject to change while supplies last.
My niece needs me for just a moment. One sec. What's the problem? Plus your armor's there. She puts in. You could drop them, you're at your base, put them in your workbench. Or you're at your workbench, you're that's great. Okay, find while you're overburdened. Wood's too easy to get. Come on. If they put on wood first. Actually, no more red ball. All right. Uncle Cypher to the rescue. Powerflex. Now this background music, Joe, I can put that back up, is Spotify, Adrian Von Ziegler. He's got a lot of Celtic music and some really good stuff. Let me give my, he's copyright free. There we go. He's copyright free and just asks that you give him credit. But he's got Celtic, some goth kind of stuff, a lot of different cultural. He's definitely worth a yes, dear. It's got like a grinding wheel on it, I think. And here's, I'll give you the link to my playlist. Can't see that far, babe. It's too dark. Yes. All right, so that'll get you my playlist. I've got 10 hours of his music in one playlist. Need to refresh my pages. All right, now we're back to good. Yeah, I've never seen How to Train Your Dragon, so I'll just trust you on that. My age, I'm 53. I'm not that much into any kind of animated films, but I tell you, Arcane on Netflix is amazing. Fantastic storytelling, great voice acting. Yeah, you watch. Don't say anything. I'm only halfway through at season 2, so no spoilers. Are you caught up with it? I'm trying to work, and you're being too adorable. What do you need? What do you need? B will always go backward to get out of things. Well, hit B. And walk around. You're out of it. Well, you played this more than I do now. Almost done with one? Okay. I was going to talk about up to the point where I've been if you've watched it all, but I'll probably finish binging it tonight or tomorrow, depending on if we play Phasmophobia. Have you played that game? Oh my god, what? I need to put her on screen just so you can laugh at her. What? Give me a second. What are you trying to do? On asking, see that? Asking keyboard command. Shouldn't. That's when you're on the benches. You're trying to repair it. Looks like. Yeah, there's got a white bar. Yeah. Step. Not can't. I'm not streaming. You only have 1 point, not a big deal. Trials of teaching a 7-year-old how to video game. Let's see, give me 1 second. We might need to stop and restart the game then. You know what, if you're gonna need help, why don't you go get a chair and sit up so I can help you easier without having to get up, okay? All right? You hear me? Leah? You want to come up here and get a chair so I can help you easier? Even though you're comfy? All right. Set you up over on this side. The duties of an uncle. You can stay there? All right, if you're staying there, you're on your own. She's being so silly. All right, so 4. Okay, so average word count for an average fantasy novel is between 90 and 120,000. And I'm guessing you're already way beyond that. Epic fantasies can be up to 200,000. Have you read any Wheel of Time books by Robert Jordan? If you there should be a way to do it. I know if you highlight, it'll give you the word count that's highlighted. You can't expect you to try to highlight your entire 300 pages. Well, you can always do a select all, and then on the bottom it should tell you. If you've read any of the Wheel of Time books, okay, look them up. I've never heard of those. Just look them up, like Google the title and word count, and you should find something, and then that'll give you a reference point. But I don't use Google Docs, so I really don't know the command to. There should be some way to see your word count. But I use Scrivener, and it gives me updates per chapter and for the whole document. Are you ready to move up here? Here. Unplug the controller for a minute. Unplug the controller from the side. From the side. Unplug from the side of the computer. Yeah. Now, give me the laptop. Oop, I did the wrong one. That was power. Right, grab that.
Okay. Ready?
All right, got that. All right. Now bring the controller over. And you are all set. I have no idea what just happened. Oh, that's what happened. Here, do this. All right, connected to here. How do I put it away? There we go. There you go, 124,000. All right, so you're already past the average. You're on the high end. How close are you to the end, do you think? Now, as a new writer, you probably have a lot of stuff in there that doesn't need to be there. But you'll get that as you go through experience, work with an editor. Okay, you're not too bad then. You're a little on the high end, but not bad at all. All good.
Totally fine. I'm lost.
You're hungry.
Here.
If you put food, oh, you don't have this. Yeah, you. Let me turn this just a little bit. No, you don't. This is real quick.
Let's think.
Yep, we're glitching. We need to reset the game. Man, computer's bugging out on her. I got her playing on my laptop.
I can see through the. How do you?
We can talk about that later.
It looks like I'm a bug.
All right, trying to reset her. I am well. Inspiration isn't really there. You're talking about just today? Not being able to write today or what? Got her resetting on Pal World. So you're going to be working on that same novel again. Writing is rewriting. Unless you're a savant, you don't just write it and expect it to be good enough for print. You need to have beta readers. You have to get feedback from other writers and feedback from just readers. Writers will see things differently. But one of my beta readers, who is a writer, shot himself in the foot from the get-go, well, one of the first things he said was I took too long to introduce the main character. It was the third chapter, a third paragraph. So he kind of shot himself as lost credibility.
Going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself,
Yeah, and this is a good place to get it, man. Especially
someone in the elevator says,
there's a lot of fantasy writers. You don't want to ask the successful ones, but I'm willing to read your first chapter if you want to send it to me. Nerdarine would read your first chapter on stream and give you immediate feedback.
just like that. Get more with Geico.
Well, he wouldn't read the whole chapter, depending on how long it is. Might not read the whole chapter. On stream, that is.
Deals on all your game day favorites. This week, score buy one get one free famous bowls from KFC only on Uber Eats. Craving even more? We've got
Right on, man.
game day deals.
Yeah, because you need regular readers.
All season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand food delivery partner of the NFL. Order now. Terms, taxes, and fees apply. See app for details.
Oh, minutes.
Hey, all your animals are unconscious. You let your animals starve to death. To base. You can only feed the base animals. The ones with you are okay. The ones at your base doing your work, they're the ones that are all starved to death. You have to go take care of them.
Why did I run around and I need to go to sleep?
You can do that first. Yeah, no, absolutely. So you want input from readers and you want input from writers, because writers will help you with the technical craft. Readers will just be giving you help on content. Yeah, feel free, dude. Just throw that first chapter into a separate doc.
Well, I'm about to get up. I'm gonna go.
And that will be fine. So actually, I have not done any plotting at all, or let's just do some brainstorming for my I Am Wolf. So I'm actually going to go down to a notes. So what we have is 11th century Ireland. Now I'm going to be playing with, for the full story, I will be changing dates, because at the time King Baru was in his 70s, and I'm not going to have a 70-year-old lead actor in a werewolf flick. But I want to use the name, so I'll probably not use the Battle of Clontarf. He is Irish, but when he fights some of his countrymen will have hired some Vikings to fight with them. So we'll probably do like an alternate history approach. We'll pick a moment. Or do I use his children instead of him? I'm going to go to that wiki page. Yeah, 11th century. That was possible. Let's do this. 11th century Ireland religion. Let's see what happens. Combination of paganism and Christianity. So yeah, he could be pagan. Let me find that out. When was the end of the Golden Viking Age? I didn't even know there was a term for that. The year 1066. That's right about the same time frame. Because the Battle of Clontarf. I'm going to scroll back up to find that link from I gave to Poyo. Clontarf was 1014. So yeah. So I may pull it back to the 10th century. I wonder what was I'm looking up Baru's Brian was he was Catholic. I had missed that. So maybe I use a different name. I just like the idea of the many gods for a fantasy story. Know what I mean? So I might not use King Baru. We'll give him a triple question mark. If I do keep him, and he ever does utter that line, we will correct it. I also wanted more poetic language. I think that just sounds more fluid. God bless us, typical Catholic. So we're going to consider going 10th century instead. All right, sound good. Tell him I sent you his way. And I look forward to seeing you again, brother. I assume, brother. I didn't ask you. It doesn't matter if you're male or female. I don't call girls sister. But with camaraderie amongst men, I do call people brother. All right, take care.
Boom. Hi, Cypher. Hello, hello. I'm also good. Phenomenal. How are you doing? I already asked. God damn it. My mind is it's a little frazzled right now. Get sent by Cypher. Oh, that's very kind. Cypher, that's so very cool of you. Yeah, Cypher and I have a... Ooh, thank you. Thank you for the follow, Region Bugdonder. Credit to that geezer, truly. Cypher and I have a shared Discord, if you would like to join it. There you go. Cypher and I have a shared Discord. Had a great chat with Region. Cool dude. Fantastic. It's a great fun time. Yeah. That's Cypher and Cypher and my Discord. It's a little community for a bunch of writers to like come together and hang out. But yeah, it's a good fun time.
Now I can slow down a little bit. Let the pipes relax a little. Clear off a couple notifications. Got a prescription ready. Oh. Hey, we are 16 minutes away from the 3-hour mark, which is always my goal.
Second, that you could ask, that I could ask, if you like any books on the log. Okay, how many?
Well, it depends how big they are. I actually need to.
They're like this big.
Guess Grandma, if she could make me a sandwich or something, and then have maybe 6 bugs on the log. That'd be wonderful. I'm gonna get off here in 15 minutes and spend time with my niece. But I accomplished what I needed to. So on one final ad break. Need to waste a little time. So I'll do a little more research. I'll have to reread the wiki. He was the youngest of 12 brothers. How old were his kids and grandson? I'm going to pull that page over here. Not that page. This page. So I can make it a bit bigger. Ugh. So I need to. What I got to do is find out how old he was on the earlier battles, because he was, I think, 70s when he died. So I don't need the story to take place while he was the High King. We could go back in his early. Oh, cool. Interesting. I didn't read that part before. Where are your children? But I must have missed it at the top somewhere. I'm just looking for the blue words.
How do you feel when you switch to Geico and save on your car insurance? It's like going to work on one Thursday morning and thinking to yourself, just one more day until Friday. But then someone in the elevator says, Happy Friday! And you check your phone quickly and discover today is actually Friday. So yes, Happy Friday, random stranger in the elevator.
Oh, family
Happy
background.
Friday indeed. Yep, switching and saving with Geico feels just like that. Get more with Geico.
It's football season, and Uber Eats is dropping undefeated deals on all your game day favorites.
Let's find out when he was
This week,
born.
buy
I'm
one,
scanning
get
too
one free
fast. What's
famous bowls
happening?
from KFC, only on Uber Eats. Craving even more? We've got you covered with game day deals on pizza, burgers, and
Maybe it was
tacos all season long. Uber Eats, official on-demand
the
food
Battle of
delivery partner
Clontarf.
of the
Maybe
year.
that's where I'm trying to look for the
Order now.
information.
Terms, taxes, and
Or where I
fees
should be.
apply. See app for details.
I'm gonna go back to his page because there was. I didn't even look over on the right here. So I see his reign. When was he born? Okay, born 941. So 73 when he died. Flame was the daughter. Not much on her. I want to look at. So I need to make a file like ages of his kids. There's got to be somewhere. Family tree. Well, the family tree, not a bunch of different branches are the same repetitious information. All right, that page ain't cutting it.
Your sandwich will be a little bit. Would you like a little appetizer?
Yes, thank you.
Uh-huh. I'll be right there.
Thank you. Are you done?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's okay.
What?
It's already today.
Yeah, don't forget, all your animals are still unconscious. You have to go to that big shiny box in your camp. Oh, the PAL box. That right there. You're gonna need all the animals that are down. You're gonna have to put them back in the box to heal. Push it. Yeah, no good. So hit Y, no X. X to go in. So all these guys down here, these are the ones that are your workers. So you gotta put them back up in your inventory. If you just hit Y, that page is full. Right bumper to go to an open page. If you just hit Y while you're down here, it'll automatically throw them. Hit Y. There you go. See? Now, in 10 minutes, they'll all be revived again. So you can put different animals.
Oh, I forgot my. Let me just get my turn.
Okay. Pastrami. 3 more minutes. This page is good. So that'll be a good page. I'm going to add this to my notes. Do I not have one? 4.
What happened?
You hit buttons because you're putting stuff on the keyboard. Can't put this on the keys now. If you come all the way to the bottom with the mouse, you gotta find the X spot. Hit green X. So, there you go. I'm going to be off stream in 2 minutes and we can redo this. Go get a TV tray. That's better. Keys. Silly girl.
Make sure no one gets all this. I'm watching you.
All right. I need a new notebook. it. Apparently don't. So let's make one. All right, let's put that link in there. Put this link here. Oop, wrong link. Put that there.
Can I set it right here?
Yeah, off to the side. And then this link here.
How do I do it?
I thought you knew. Give me that. That's all right. We're going to shut down, so I'm going to spend some time with my niece. So have a wonderful day. And we will see you next time.